Hey everyone, what's going on? Today I'll be doing a review of the First Order Transporter, and here's the front of the box. Um, we, oh, on the side here you can see a sticker that says 69.98. So a bit of story, background for you guys. We got this set while we were coming home from a trip, and there was an outlet, and in that outlet was a tiny Toys R Us, and so my dad let me and my brother get a set, and so this is the one I got. Anyways, here's the front of the box. You can see the transporter and all the characters. There is the back of the box. You can see another shot of the transporter, all the weapons on the left side over there, some blueprints on the top, and also the Lego Star Wars logo on the top, and then all the features on the bottom. And then, as you can see there, it shows all the minifigures on the top. There's nothing really else to show on the box, so let's get into the minifigures. So in this set you get one female rebel trooper. She has good torso printing with kind of like her armor, and she has a belt, and then she doesn't have any leg printing, just some green legs. Her back printing has a strap over here and the back part of her belt. And she does come with a gunmetal gray, normal blaster, I guess. The front facial expression is kind of a confused one, or maybe a worried one. And then she has a more happy one on the back. And then her hair piece is pretty good too. The next character is a male rebel trooper, and you can see he has some straps on his torso and a belt. He just has brown legs, and then on the back here they continue the straps and the belt. He has just this brown hair piece, and he does have a gunmetal gray blaster. And then I don't believe he has any back printing. Next is the First Order Stormtrooper. This is just a normal First Order Stormtrooper. He has good detailing on the torso and the legs, and then he does have hip printing right here. His helmet looks good and is accurate to the movies. And then his back printing just has the back of his armor. He obviously has a clone face. And then he comes with a black blaster. And you get two stormtroopers in this set. Now this is the Flame Trooper. He has a different helmet. I guess it's more of like a breathing mask, so he can breathe and not inhale any smoke. He has good torso printing and leg printing, with some like ammunition on his legs, and then his knee guards. He does have hip printing too. And he has this flamethrower pack, I guess, where he would hold all the flames. And then you can see his flamethrower right here. It is just like a long sniper rifle, I guess. A long sniper blaster with this white piece on the end here. He does just have a clone face, and then we'll take a look at the back printing. So, focus. Thank you. This is what he looks like without the accessories. And yeah, you get two of these guys also. So you get two regular stormtroopers and then two flame troopers. So the last minifigure is Captain Phasma. It's nice that you get her in this set because she's in good portions of the movie and is a pretty cool character. She has a silver blaster, and her printing is good. It looks like it's the same printing as a First Order Stormtrooper, just in silver. She has this really nice cape, and her helmet is good too. When this released, we did not know what her face was, and so they just gave us a black face. I don't know if in the other set that comes with Captain Phasma, if she just has a black face, or if Lego actually gave her printing. That is the back printing. And before we get to the review of the build, enjoy the next few minutes of me actually building the troop transporter, since I had to rebuild this from our collection. Okay, so now let's get into the review of the troop transporter. This is quite a large set, and I think it looks really good. It looks like one of those older World War II troop transporters where they would like go up in the water, then go up to the edge of the beach, and then unload all the troops. It's like the Star Wars version of that. Here is a side view of it. Here's a front view. You can see we have some headlights on the top and on the sides. On the side view, you can see there's some paneling here, and you can see a cabin up here and some spring-loaded shooters. And then the back view has the engines and some flaps that can move on both sides. And then there's actually this handle down here. We'll get to that later. Up here, you can open this cabin, and out comes this little, I don't know, like speeder thing. It's just somewhere where the stormtroopers could stand. I guess you could like move it around on the ground or use it as a speeder. But it does have a stickered tile on there. And then it has these, I don't know, ridges on the outside here. So it can actually fit back into the troop transporter very nicely. And then that all closes up. You can actually, if we take the First Order Stormtrooper and put him on there like so, he can actually fit. Maybe if we move his blaster up, he can actually fit in. He can fit without his blaster. In the actual cabin over here. I guess maybe that's supposed to be like maybe the control center, but as you can see, he can fit in there, and then you can pull him out. Not sure if that's supposed to be like a tiny speeder or something, but it's a nice addition. Moving on to the side here, you can see we have these two spring-loaded shooters that just shoot out like so, and then obviously the stud shooters, which just shoot out like that. Then you lose your stud. This hatch can open up, and then if you move this, actually there's a little, oh gosh, there's a little thing that moves in here. Alright, we actually have some light, but focus camera. Yeah, as you can see, there's a little place where a stormtrooper can sit, and you can move that up and down by moving this thing. And if you place a stormtrooper in there, he can actually go ahead and man the stud shooter. If you stand him up, you can kind of actually put his hands on there. And so he can actually man the stud shooter. So that's pretty cool. On the front here, this whole part, this top part can come off. And then you can actually see the inside of the troop transport. And you can see some clips on the walls where you can put the weapons. That's very nice. There is a stickered piece in the back here. And if we move the handle, if you just pull the handle back here, the front part will actually pop out. And if you push it, it'll pop back in. That's just done by a little, a long axle piece running all the way across, so you can pull it and push it. There are some wheels, so this can move around on surfaces. You can see we also have some headlights on the top here, but you can fit all your minifigures and their weapons in there. So you can fit all your stormtroopers in there, which is very nice. You could even put Captain Phasma in there. So it's really nice that it comes with enough bad guys to actually fill up the whole transport. Sometimes Lego will give you the or like a set that has like, 8 seats, and then you get, like 2 people to sit in them. But this can actually fit all of them, which is very nice. In the movie, I actually counted in the scene, there are 16 First Order troopers that can fit in here, but obviously that would have to be really big. So I think it's nice that you can fit 4 guys in there, and you can actually get your hands in there pretty easily. Yeah, you could probably fit more stormtroopers than flame troopers, because they do have the big backpacks. But it's nice that you can fit a bunch of troopers in here. And I think Lego did a really good job with this set. So lastly, before the ending of the video, we have the ads in the back of the instruction book. You have an ad for Poe's X-Wing fighter, which I do have. You have an ad for a poster builder on lego.com/Star Wars. You have an ad for all the other sets in the wave. And I have this one, and that one. But that's it. And then on this side, you have all the minifigures. And that's it. So let's get into the ending. So overall, I think this is a really nice set. The build is pretty big, and it looks good on display. And if you were a kid and you got this, it'd be fun to have the Rebel troopers fight off the Imperials. I guess it is kind of overwhelming for the Resistant troopers, because it's 2 of them against 2 First Order Stormtroopers and First Order Flame Troopers and Captain Phasma. And then, the big transporter, but I think that's okay. If you were building your First Order army, this would be a nice set to pick up, just because you'd get like the leader of the First Order army, Captain Phasma, and then you'd also get some extra troopers for your army. And I mean, I think this is just a good set for anybody, whether you're a kid, a collector, just somebody who casually gets Lego. And if you really like The Force Awakens, this was a pretty iconic scene in the very beginning. So those are my thoughts on the First Order transporter. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.